Let there be light, because I see that there's gloom here, just don't know how far it will actually go. And what's funny is that technically we didn't really need to, because I know there's actually going to be a light route around this corner. But hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tears of the Kingdom. So right now we're just exploring the depths because, well, I really want to know where a bunch of shrines are going to be, whether we have actually done said shrines or not. But I also want to know if we run into like any bosses or treasures or something down here. That also made a whole lot of light. So I wonder what it's going to be after we get every single light route in this game. Like, is it going to have the whole place engulfed in light? What's going to be happening with the enemies down here? Or like, will they be unaffected? Because it's like, there's lots of questions. Well, and we got some shoes down here. I wonder if these guys are just regular old shoe jellies. Okay, they are regular old shoe jellies. But, hey. Beautiful. I don't know which one I like more. Probably that one, because it's just adorable. So it's interesting how they don't really change much down here. Like, it's not like gloom shoe or something like that. But it's actually kind of a shame, because they could have changed it like that. Oh, and would you look at that, there's another Yiga area over here. I really like how they technically followed Yiga all the way back. By Yiga, I mean Koga. I like how they actually technically followed him into the depths. Or maybe did he crawl his way back up? So we don't really know much about what happened to him other than the fact that he got sent down here from Breath of the Wild. You really suck at aiming at us, buddy. It's like, we saw you before you saw us. Now we would take all the rupees and stuff that you gave us as well. And again, it would probably be a good idea to actually use the armor that we got from the Barkada statues, but you know what? It's fine. I also have to wonder how they actually managed to control their own their own vehicles down here. A lot of them just looked like they would be very awkward to control, but apparently not. It's rumored that this power can make new vehicles in an instant. Glory to Master Koga! Oh heck yeah, Yiga Tire. I love how they just gush about Koga. I wonder if he gushes about himself too. So, is this going to be something that we could read as well? It was not. Oh, is this the one that we need to defeat then? Oh, it was! Okay, interesting. So we just need to find the one that has the seal on it. Which was really funny, because I didn't realize that until now, because that kept being the first ones that we were actually able to defeat. Whatcha? And the schematic gave us a cargo carrier. Okay, we take all the forklifts that we can. Probably make it easier to transport like Koroks and stuff like that. Oh, and we got another mining dude area. Though right now, I don't think it's the best idea to try to defeat them. But at the same time, there's also bonfires down here. It makes me very tempted to go and, well, attack them with it. There's so much gloom down here. Okay, good. So it isn't just a whole sea of gloom, despite it look like that. But we do see another light route there. So hopefully it'll be nice and easy to get to. That's why I stopped using the big bright bloom seeds. It really makes me wonder what these will actually look like when they actually bloom properly. Because we got the large ones, which are still technically seeds. So I wonder if they would eventually turn into trees or not. And where they came from, like, how did they get up here? Were they from the sky? Or were they here this whole time? And we already found the shrine over it. Kind of figured we were, because we already found a whole lot of shrines down here. Ah, so these statues do lead us over to where light roots are. Is that what? Oh, there is one way up there. I'm actually going to mark that because I have a feeling I would probably get lost going to that. And I think we've already found the shrine for that one as well. We have, but that's okay. There's actually a lot going on over here. It's like, oh, whoa, it's an actual like puddle down here. I forgot that there's like water down here, which makes me wonder how the water down here stays. Like, how does water form in caves and stuff like that? Oh, we just have some peplets just chilling on this route over here. So I wonder how far we can actually get in order, or how close we get to them before they start realizing we're actually there. Now I know that's not the one that we're going towards, but since this one is literally just like straight path forward, so we're gonna grab this one and then go over to the other one. Which is just kind of a side note, but since last episode we saw the cutscene of Zelda having some tea, my grandparents are down here from Sweden, and actually something that we did not necessarily have tea, but this week we actually went out for like dinner or stuff like that, which was very, very nice. But the reason why I wanted to mention that is that she's actually never used chopsticks before. My grandma, that is, has never used chopsticks before, and she tried yesterday for her first time, and it was really adorable because she was so close to doing that. It was also very, very nice because it was just me and her just eating and having sushi. It was just delicious. Oh, that made a lot of light down here, so I wonder if getting the one at the top then will also make a lot as well. And I thought we already saw another one down there, but we did not, and that's okay. And now looking at it, we actually made it to that shrine up there. By shrine, I mean route. Yes, we did. That was where the partner statue was. Cool. Which means we're just gonna port back over to ASS Lightroot, because it's actually right next to one of the many treasures that we can actually get down here. In fact, I've actually marked them all, so no matter which one we go towards, it's just easy to find them. Now this looks like it's going to drop down quite low, so it's going to drop that just in case. And thankfully it didn't. Ooh, we made it to another mine then. The question is, where will this chest be then? Not here, but that was really satisfying to do. It's probably above us, because I don't think we can actually go more low. But that is very possible, because I wouldn't be surprised if there would be, like, caves in the depths. Which would be really funny, because it would be a cave inside of a cave. And we got ourselves... Ooh, the miner's top. Okay, so that's... Oh! Ooh, glow! Yo! That's really cool. It also looks really cool. It's like we're basically just a moving car now. I guess technically, if we think about it, that would be Unobo. He's... Well, the way he just kind of bulldozes through, he's kind of just like a bulldozing truck. Don't remember what they're actually called. I guess bulldozer. But I didn't know that there was actually going to be like low armor and stuff like that. I wonder what the whole suit was going to look like. Also, speaking of getting armor and stuff like that, I actually went back over to Courage Island, and that unlocked one of like the diving mini games. Okay, we made it all the way up here. But what I was saying is that I went over there and I spoke to one of the constructs. Okay, we did hear enemies. Oh, it's these little guys. I love them, but I also feel bad for like defeating them. But they also hit like a truck, so it's good to just take care of them. They also give us plenty of bright blooms, which is great for us because, well, despite having gold armor, it's still nice to know where we're going. And there's also this tunnel over here. I just like going into the depths and just seeing the things like that, which is just like, where was this for? How was it formed? But also, I'm going to assume there's probably going to be more gloom hands somewhere down here. Just don't know exactly where they would be. But what I was saying though, because I kept getting distracted, is that I spoke to the construct and actually did, I guess, a skydiving minigame, if you want to call it that. And ended up getting, I think, glider's armor is what it's called. It actually looks really, really cool. It's too bad we can't just ascend there. So you're just trying to go all the way around here. Whoa, there's a light route over there. So I guess it's a good thing that we can't quite go around. So, whoa, that one landed right in the enemy camp, which I didn't really expect, obviously, because I'm shooting into the dark. But I love when things like that just happen. This one's also right next... Oh, wait. Oh, hello, Highnog. I am so sorry for waking you up from your slumber. Easy peasy lemon meringue pie. Ooh, you got a royal bow. Okay, sir. I guess it's a nice thing that it decided to come and chase after us. Huh. Made it safe and sound for the most part to the light route. Although we did get slapped by a little Stockholblin. I was so tempted to bring one of his heads to this route. So if you didn't know, if you just bring one down here, it will just completely ignore the fact that its body is there, but also the body itself will actually ignore the fact that it's headless. It's just like, bruh, why you gotta do that to your own body? Now we'll just make a cargo carrier because why not? It'll allow us to move forwards more grace because I really want to go around here. So I don't know if this is just going to be like a gigantic wraparound. Oh, there's another frogs! But right now we'll just ignore it because it seems to just be ignoring us. I like how the Hinoxes just right away are like, yo, what are you doing here? Like, woke me up, very rude, like, starts running after us, while the frogs just don't really seem to care about us unless we shoot a light root. Which I mean, it makes sense because it probably hurts the poor thing's eye. And you turn around, there's lots and lots of posts down here. This is another thing that I actually really like to do in this game, is just going down into the depths, collecting both posts, but also just collecting like bomb flowers. So you can obviously collect a whole bunch. It's like actually crazy the amount that you can actually get down here, both like materials, but also just in general. But also this this little thing is trying its darn hardest to move. It is really fun to just go on though. Makes me think of riding like a motorcycle or something like that. Okay, I mean that works too. Although the psyche part is that we like basically just landed in gloom, because we are just going into dark, which means we'll just fly completely off because of, whoa, we got ourselves a big po down here, or I guess rather up here. Oh, thankfully we're on mushrooms that we could just yeehaw up with a scent, which means we would ditch it because I saw some of these postals up here. Oh. Also right next to another glow root, although right now, which is actually halfway through to the one that we're going after right now, which is the purple beacon, or whatever you want to call it, there. I'm glad we made it to the other side. We're probably going to, oh yeah, we're not going to land on any gloom. Well, that's good. Now, wouldn't be surprised if another like, gloomhound or like, evil trees down here are going to start attacking us. I'm surprised there hasn't really been much of a threat aside from that one Hinox, which I'm not complaining about because those things are terrifying, but also surprised that we found this much light root just being down here. That middle part, I wonder if that's going to be like another light root, or if that's going to be another similar situation where we will need to go under something like the Great Deku Tree or something, or rather inside like a building or something in order to go down here. I'm so glad Link just automatically grabbed the cliff. I like how they just kind of chill down here. It's like none of them actually really sleep, which I think is interesting, because unlike the surface, down here nothing seems to sleep. And obviously, like I said, I think last episode, the blood moon actually never spawns when you're in the depths. I don't really know why that's the reason. Okay, it's a party down here now. Party I don't necessarily want to be a part of. Okay, so I'm guessing then we are going to be entering another mine. This is not a mine. This is another little party. I just saw some like steps or something in down there. But hey, it's a great way to know where to grind monster parts and stuff like that though. Now that we're activating these roots and stuff like that, I wonder if these are artificial roots. Because it has the same kind of like door or whatever you would call it activation that it would be for like shrines and stuff like that. Or maybe is it just like through magic or something like that. It's so interesting. But also, how are we supposed to easily get over to the treasure? Like, this is becoming more of an adventure than anything. Which I'm also not really complaining about because I really like just getting which I'm also not, because I really like to just explore and stuff down here. Or just in general. And that light route goes really, really far down, but at least on the plus side, we made it easily to where you actually wanted to go. I think we have already discovered this mine over here too, so wonder where this treasure is going to be then. like right in front of us. I don't know how I just never went down here before to get it, but you know what? It's fine. We'll get it now, which will have the miner's trousers. This one actually looks like it's a bit bigger than the other one. The other one. Sorry, like didn't mean to just have your head bash against the rails like that. But now back to the surface to where we started before we went into the depths, because there are some areas that I actually really want to explore. Now that we also have a vehicle, it actually makes it a whole lot easier to just be able to navigate through, as long as we can peacefully and easily just actually go through. Whoa, it's also a lot more quicker because, well, we no longer have to go on really bumpy roads and stuff like that. We're gonna start off with just exploring this area, because I did see like a pond of water. It looked kind of shiny, so I was lured towards it just like a crow or a shark would be towards shiny things. I absolutely love how no matter like, if it's like a bird, if it's like an animal, just, I guess on the surface, or if it's in the sea, there's always gonna be something that's attracted to like shiny things in very bright areas and stuff like that. Excuse me, Octorok. Yes, I see you over there in your fabulous hair. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't know which one I like more, but I think we're actually going to keep this one because it just looks really silly. I love how it just started raining too. As soon as I wanted to actually jump right up here, I just find it really funny because, well, this is where a thundery area would actually be. And it wasn't water that I saw. For some reason I thought down here was going to be water. I wonder if there's going to be like a shrine or something in here, just like as a reference. I don't know, but the island that we actually dived from is way down here. So we could have actually found this. Well, I think we might have already explored down here, I'm not really sure. But it's really neat going back to just places like this that are just like abandoned or just don't have what there was before. There is a red Hinox. Hello, big boy! And goodbye. I would have just left him, but at the same time, the fact that it says, like, you have already defeated this one, or, of course, it indicates whether you haven't either, makes you really think that Kelton's probably back in this game. Now we're actually heading right back to the desert, which might be kind of weird, but it's because I remembered one of these, I almost said Zoras, one of the Gerudos was actually looking for the shopkeeper, I believe. I think it was like the tailor or the gem person. So I figured we would go over here. There's also a Molduga, which we could just go ahead and attack as well. This is what I get for being so focused on gathering materials. You even noticed I was wandering into Molduga's territory. It's okay. I got you. At least I think I've got you. It is more terrifying since we don't have like the time bombs or anything like that. Okay, big boy. I know you know him over here, but come and get me. Oh, okay. Didn't mean like that, but it still works and can still at least damage it. You just gotta be careful not to hurt herself, so. Michu is now popular because she's in a picture of a Molduga. There we go. Oh, it poofed. So, for the first Molduga, it wasn't that bad. Hi, Ish. Oh, you're so cute. Very pretty looking. Did you get rid of the Molduga? I can't believe you were able to defeat it. You must be incredibly strong. I never dreamed I'd run into a evolve like you way over here. This must be fate, don't you agree? Oh, I'm Isha, the jeweler shop. Oh, I'm Isha. I run the jewelry shop in the Gerudo town. So this was the Gerudo I was looking for, so I'm glad that I was able to see the bonfire here. Whoa. Oh wait, a foe, so he can't even get into town, huh? But if he could beat the monster, I bet. It's okay, Isha. I actually have access into there, which means we're actually gonna go right back to Gerudo town and complete that quest finally. I'd also wonder if we'll have that random cutscene of me like, yo, it's a foe. So I don't know why we had that in the first place, because it was right after we had actually completed the quest in here. But sometimes that's just how it is. Oh, and sweet. Here they are. I had no idea when such... Well, look who it is. The owner tells me you rescued her from the Molduga. Sarko, truly, here's a little something for your bravery. Yo! Thank you for the diamond, I appreciate that. Which means I could probably get another one of those diamond crowns or whatever they're called. And now she wants to start her quest as a reward, so I wonder what she would like to do. Oh, crafting the arms of 7 for you. I'm talking about the scimitar of the 7 and the Daybreaker, of course. They're crafted using special technique known only to me. Okay then, I just need you to gather some materials for me. Can you do that? Truth be told, I'd like to gather the materials for myself, but this duty is a bearer of arms to do that. I need 4 diamonds, 10 pieces of flint, and Gerudo scimitar, Gerudo shield. Okay, so that is easy enough to do. Of course, we don't have the scimitar or the shields right now, but at least we could use the amiibos to do that. I'm just happy that we actually got that down. Now I want to know if we can craft this. We can, but we don't actually have enough rupees for it, unfortunately. But that's okay. We'll just move on for now because, well, I actually forgot there was a geoglyph up here that I wanted to go towards. And I believe a little more northwest from there might be the tower. So I marked something down, I couldn't actually see what it was. So I thought we figured... so I figured we may as well just go towards them. This right here looks like it's probably going to be a Korok because, well, this rock right here is missing. But it also kind of looks like it could be like a Reggie rock or something like that. It's just the way that the eyes look like that. Well, the quote-unquote eyes look. Now I also want to try something. If it is a Korok, that does work. It doesn't just need to be a separate rock. But also, hello buddy! Still don't have a name for these guys and the lily pad Koroks. If I want to name these guys, just let me know. Because I'd like to name Koroks and stuff like that in games like this. It just makes it more fun. Especially once we go Korok hunting and stuff like that too. Now you can actually see a bunch of this Lizalphus just chilling down there. It's just like, you guys are somewhat good at camouflaging, except for that one that was trying to camouflage into the sand. It's trying its best though. It's trying its best. And absolutely beautiful. I think I actually like the Pikachu's here. Well, these ones are terrifying because, well, they're electric. We kind of don't want to be electrified for them. We've gotten that happen to us a whole lot more than we actually needed it to be. But at least it's an easy escape, but we also have an electric chew, which could have been more terrifying than it actually was. But at least we made it to the glyph though. So now I'm very curious to know where A, the Korok will be, but also where the tier will be. Now it's becoming really, really cold. So we've pretty much made it to the very top of where the glyph is. And I wonder if the tiers have to be within one of these ranges, or if it can be like on a wall or something like that.
A few minutes later.
Well, we found the tier though, so that was really easy, but the question is, where will the Korok be?
Allow me to offer you my deepest apologies. On behalf of the Gerudo, for taking so long to accept your repeated invitations. It is our desire to be accepted into the protective embrace of your kingdom. To serve it faithfully.
A welcome appeal, Ganondorf. I will accept your vow of fealty to the Kingdom of Hyrule. I understand that a single male is born to the Gerudo every 100 years. Receiving such an appeal from you, a hero to his people and a king by birth, well, it is truly reassuring.
It is my honor. When your Zonai ancestors first descended upon these lands long, long ago, they must have seemed to be gods. And now you rule as king, and have taken a Hyrulean woman as your wife. Your Majesty has certainly risen above your admirable lineage. Most impressive. It is unfortunate that the noble Zonai no longer grace this world with their presence. All except you and your sister, that is.
Even if something were to happen to me, both my kingdom and the peace it brings, these will endure for generations to come. Your actions today are appreciated, Ganondorf. I look forward to your future endeavors. You may leave.
Your Majesty.
King Roru, I believe that man's heart holds many dark ambitions. Just his name, even that, it gives me pause.
I am well aware of his evil nature. For that reason, and others, I want him close. It will be easier to keep an eye on him. There is nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Oh, Zelda is so sweet. It's like Sonya is just Sonya is just so like precious too. It's like obviously we know something happens to her, but the question is when. But also curious to know which tier this is, because obviously it's probably one of like the mid or middle tiers. But I also find it's really interesting how we actually got to see Ganon's perspective. So it's like just simple details like that. Like obviously he's looking around. It's just really cool. I actually go to look for the Korok off camera. It's gotta be somewhere around here. It's probably going to be right on top of like Ganora's head or something like that. That would be kind of hilarious. If it is, I'll leave it down below, or I'll let you, no, not down below. I'll probably put it like up here. And I found a little dude. No wonder I had such issues finding it. Although that being said, it wasn't too bad. It's just actually hitting it now. Second time's a charm, baby. Ooh, there's a beard one. Gorgeous. That's not even better than the one before. I like how it literally didn't even attack. It just kind of moved onto us, and we got frozen again. No, not the eye. We want the eyeball, because we're eventually going to be fighting that King Hinox again. Not Hinox. If there is a King Hinox, though, that would be pretty awesome. We got a tower right over there. Don't know why. I thought the mark that we had ready was towards the tower, but it is not. But now we are going to pull up right here, because, well, gonna get that tower. I really wonder what I was trying to mark then in the first place. And I like how we were just going really slow there. I'm guessing it's because we were bringing back time. But yeah, we're gonna get this tower, and then we're going to leave it off after that. I was only in the middle of doing the outro, and then I saw this over here. So, thinking next episode, we'll probably start off right by Zora's Domain and actually head towards there. I don't know if we're gonna make it over there, but that's definitely going to be our goal. Is that a keys? Oh, it's a blue ball. So we'll probably start off in this cave then, and see what's going to be in there, and then make our way over to Zora's Domain. Looking forward to doing that. But first we need to figure out how to get in this tower. I'm guessing whoever's in there is going to tell us, because it doesn't even have any stairs. Hudson Construction Activity Report. Who'd have thought that Who would have thought the Skyview Tower could have gotten snowing like that? We're just lucky that they have a cave stored our construction material is safe. I'm flying back to make proper report. Okay, so never mind, this is probably how we're going to get the tower open then. Thank you, little blue bull. I appreciate you and all of the keys. Now, one thing that I've noticed about this game versus Breath of the Wild is that the keys are actually very rarely spawn anymore in this game. I don't know why that's the case. So, obviously, here's the construction that we need. I'm going to keep a record of my time working on the Skyview Tower in the Gerudo Highlands. We've arrived at the site and started construction. Unfortunately, a heavy snowstorm blew into this area as soon as we started. We stopped and take shelter in a nearby cave. Good news is that the cave is warm and safe. The cave is bigger than any of us could have ever imagined. We explored the inside of the following water downstream. When we were deep in the cave, we heard some hammering. I don't know how the sound from outside made it this far down. Here are some highlights of the cave investigation report. The cave continues all the way under the Skyview Tower. The tower is done. It was a breeze. It was Preaker's clever design with skillful prep of Hudson's construction. All the legwork was kept in sight of simple and efficient. Since we may end up using the site again, we decided to leave materials in the cave. Well, at least we know that the tower is complete, but I didn't really expect to have to go down here and actually go under it. Probably ascend from up there. But also, hello, Bubble Frog. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna get you right off the bat because, well, we're probably going to miss you with our raft and stuff like that. But hopefully we can actually make it onto land, but also make it there. Whew, we did. Oh, we just barely missed it. Of course, I also pressed A to exit out of it. But I'm guessing we need to have a well-timed area in a raft in order to get down there. We could also just try to make a bigger raft because it seems the last one wasn't super balanced, and I'm hoping that this will at least make us stick. And if anything, it will at least allow us to be able to actually make a turn right in the middle of here to just approach here, get it stuck, and then use ascend. I think that probably works too. So it's impressive that they made it, but at the same time, how did they get out? Because this obviously wasn't activated. Oh, I see. We could have just probably walked in and out of it. But you know what? It's fine. We made it here anyways. That means as we blast off and get the map completed, we shall leave it here. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. In the next video, we will be heading towards Zora's Domain. I don't know exactly where we're going to start, but I'm going to do some cooking that is prep work because I don't know if it's going to be stormy or if we're going to have to swim a lot in order to get over there. But we'll figure that out next episode, and oh, we're very close. Very, very close to this sphere round, so maybe we'll start on one of these islands and just explore there, and then we'll figure out where to go from there. But either way, until then, we'll figure it out. We'll leave it here. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Slap that subscribe button. Say something down in the comments down below. It's great to finally have the Gerudo Highlands out, and it seems like that's the only island that's over here, which makes me wonder how easy it's going to get to the sphere, or if we can even get into sphere. We'll figure that out next episode, because we're going to head towards one of these islands over here, and at least we have Tulin. We can just easily glide over to this one, and figure out, see if we can actually get onto any of these other islands or not. But, yeah, so anyways, until then, peace. Whoa! North Gerudo Sky Archipelago. Just a wave that just entered, like, was really, really cool. But anyways, peace.